Guys, we need to talk. Today I'm gonna talk about War Thunder and its problems. As we all know, War Thunder has again a pretty massive player decline, and I'm gonna try to speak about some reasons why this could be and about the problems what War Thunder has currently. So let's get started and hop to the first problem. The game modes. Look, I've been playing this game for quite a while, I have around 1000 hours on Steam. But I originally played this game on the Gaijin launcher and started 2018. So quite some time I would say. In Ground BR we have 3 game modes: Domination, Conquest and Battle. And nothing has changed in all these years. So yeah, and it's sad, I would say. They're not bad game modes per se, good for grinding and stuff, but it gets to a point where it's all the same, and I think that a lot of veteran players will eventually start quitting if nothing happens. All these 3 points, or maybe 1 point, or those 2 points in battle. There's no new tactics, no adaptability. So the only thing what really was new, I guess, was the bulldozer. This was a cool add-on, I would say. But to really use them, they're basically useless, because the game just moves too fast and they have no real point, you know? I mean, it's great that you can take your trench and make a good hold down position, but it just takes too long, you know? It's just, yes, again, sad, useless. Just would be nice if there would be something new, something innovative, at least something. I guess, for example, one side has to attack and one side has to defend. Just, pretty basic, you know, but at least something. And what about the old game modes? For example, the World War II or the World War game mode got completely left to rot. Nothing new, just died. I remember I had the chance to witness some events of them, and I have to say they were pretty cool. They were pretty unique. One of them, the first one what I ever experienced, was the Battle of Crimea, Soviet Union against Germany, of course. And it was pretty nice. There was also the first occasions of infantry and stuff, and those historic vehicles fighting there, you know. It was just great. The second one was the 6 Days War, Israel versus Egypt. But this was very cool. I got the chance to play with some friends there, and this was just it was just nice, you know. It was something else, different objectives, historical battlefields, and so on. The other one was I think the last not the last one, but one of the last was Operation Nordwind, on the Western Front, Germany versus USA, 1945, I think, if I'm correct. It was also nice. Or this one was more fictional, the battle at the Fulda Gap, you know, NATO versus Soviet Union. But it was also nice. It was something else. It was something else, not the same stuff all over again, you know. And now just nothing. It's sad. It's very sad. I feel like all game modes, whether it's ground, air, or naval, they've been completely neglected. Completely. I mean, naval we don't really have to talk about. A lot of people don't even play naval. I mean, I myself, I think it's cool. It's not bad, but it's also, it needs more innovations. It's just, as I said, always the same. And what I really find sad, what they did to air RB. I remember when back in the day there were really historical battles most of the time. What was the most common, I guess? Advance to the Rhine, you know, Axis versus Allies, or sometimes only Germany versus USA or something like this, you know. The AI on the ground, the AI troops, they had some weight to the battle. They actually had influence if you win or lose, you know. Remember, or every plane had a job, you know. The fighter, of course, for air superiority was one win condition to destroy every enemy plane, or the close air support planes. They have to attack like the ground enemies, and they could win the game this way. I can clearly remember when I was flying with my Ju 87 Kanonenvogel, like the one with the 3.7 centimeters anti-tank guns, and was like attacking like American columns. And then like when American fighters tried to intercept me, it was just fun and nice, because if I destroyed like the column, it would take a massive hit to the tickets, you know. And the enemy had to do something. Like if they just let me just bomb this, it would be a very big mistake for them. Or like the bombers, this class, the strategic bombers, completely useless now. Back in the day, you could destroy the bases and just destroy the airfield, and this was one win condition. And now they're basically completely useless. Have nothing to do, I guess. Yeah, grind for yourself, but you don't. This doesn't even look. This doesn't promote to protect the bombers or something. Like this just promotes more egoistic gameplay and just brain dead gameplay. Like, yeah, kill, alright, done. And if you now attack the bots, they don't do stuff. They don't do nothing. I remember like on Malta, when like the Germans and Italians invaded Malta, you know, first take one airfield, or if they fail, yeah, cooked, you know. Or like the Battle of Wake Islands, or the Battle of Normandy, Battle of the Advance to the Rhine, or just the Ardennes Offensive, and so on and so on. It was just nice. It was flavor. You know what I mean? And now it got replaced by this I don't know, all universe of game mode. Yeah, cover your teammates and destroy enemy and destroy the enemies, and that's it. You know, that's it. It's completely boring, and yeah, just the game turns more into like this Call of Duty like game. Like, you know, it started out way like more serious, you know, like a serious military simulator, and now look, the nations would fight against each other. It's much more a mishmash, you know. Like back in the day, in ground and in air, it was like more Axis versus allies, and this was just peak. And now it's just, you know, I don't know, USA, Germany, and Soviet Union fighting against Great Britain, Italy, or Japan. You know, it doesn't make sense, you know. Or there was also once a ground tank game mode where only like tanks what really faced each other would fight against each other. This was very short, but it's also vanished. What happened to them? There was way more color, I would say, in the game modes, and it's sad. All right, let's hop to the second problem: copy paste. What do I mean with copy paste? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 nations in this game, right? And like every nation has something unique, you know. For example, the United States of America have the Abrams. Germany has the Leopard 2S7, or the USSR, you know, T90, T80, and so on. Great Britain, the Challenger. Japan, like, I don't know, the Type 10, or how it's called, yeah. And China, their tanks, I don't know which exactly. Italy, the Ariete. France, the Leclerc. Sweden, like this Stridswagen 122, I think was it the same. Yeah, and I guess Israel, like the Merkava and stuff. Over the time, they just were starting. For example, let's take the M44 self-propelled howitzer. So it's a vehicle from the United States of America. Right. Germany has it, Great Britain has it, Japan has it, Italy has it, France has it. So basically in total, 6 nations have the same tank. Okay, but this was not the end. M55, like another self-propelled howitzer. 5 nations, again the same tank. 5. Why? This just kills the uniqueness of a tech tree, and this is just the smallest example. I mean, if we go to Germany, they have the top tier, the Leopard 2A7V, right? But Great Britain gets for some reason now also an Abrams. If I'm correct, Japan too. China has Abrams. I get it through Taiwan and stuff, but why? Then Italy has a Leopard, top tier. And you know, not a Leopard, I know, you know, a Hungarian subtree and stuff, but this is just, in my opinion, brainless copy-paste everywhere. Also at France, also a Leopard, multiple. After the AMX40, Leopard 2A4, Leopard 2A5, Leopard 2A6. So this is, in my opinion, just dumb copy-paste. And then here at Sweden, Leopard 2A4, Leopard 2A6 again. Then also premium copy-paste, like at the USA. There's like this M1A1 Abrams with this skin, 12.0, a little worse than the top tier, I guess, but still the same, I think. With Union, yeah, the T80 UE1. Then the Challenger 2 OS. Again, then the Type 90B. So yeah, just mindless premium copy paste. What can I say? And also the prices for a premium. I mean, who pays $70 or $60, bro? Who? Like, bro. But hey, let's get to the third point. AI slop. What do I mean with AI slop? I talked about the newest like premiums and stuff, like the newest copy-paste premiums. I mean, if we look at the skins and stuff, you can see straight up like the Grok logo, you know? And I mean, bro, can you be this lazy just pumping out existing tanks again with AI skins, bro? It's just sad in my opinion, you know? Also, a quick another point, like when they added cosmetics, like after time, like first it was like guns and like World War II helmets, what I guess makes some sense, you know? But later they were just adding random stuff. And it would like look more like a kind of Call of Duty hero-like shooter or something, you know? And look, I still remember this game like a more like serious military shooter, you know? And not sure, like military simulator. And that's what it really is, but it's just getting promoted differently and stuff. I guess some people like it, but I wish like there was like an option where you really like can turn off everything, you know? Or like can choose what to exactly turn off, you know? Can it make like to allow me, can I turn off, for example, now like some random ass helmets from the enemy, or like the flags, or something else, you know, something else, just options, you know? If you give the people more options, everybody will be happy. Anyways, guys, we reached now the end of the video. If you made it this far, really appreciate it for watching. Thank you for watching. Leave a like, subscribe, would help the channel out a lot. And also will maybe boost this video to spread the message. I know it was a very short video, it wasn't really professional. For that I'm sorry. I guess not everybody will I guess not everybody will agree with my opinion. But if you disagree or agree, tell me in the comments what you think differently. Tell me in the comments how we could make War Thunder a better game, and you know, save it from dying, and save it from just becoming utter BS. And yeah, guys, like I made this video not because I hate War Thunder or something, because I like it. It's a good game. It doesn't really have a competitor, and I just want to see get it better, get it grown. I mean, I didn't do content on this game a long time now, and this was also one of the reasons why I really slowly stopped playing it, because I don't know, it just doesn't feel the same anymore. But yeah, guys, let me know in the comments what you think. I wish you a great day. Bye bye.